festival that I did many years ago, I found that filmmakers weren't interested in other cinema. They were kind of just fixed on kind of Hollywood. So when we had a film festival, they wouldn't come to see the other films that were there. They would just come to see their own film, and that was it. So there was a kind of narrow bandwidth of thinking that also kind of emerged. I think it's still there. And also within this kind of thinking, there was this idea that if you are an older filmmaker, you are kind of old school. It's a kind of mentality that doesn't exist in any other community. But we kind of seem to, get ourselves into this age state. And so as a consequence of that, the younger filmmakers, because they're not connecting, they're now finding it more difficult because now the pathway is not so clear. And most of them now are thinking more about web series and getting on the internet rather than getting to the cinema or rather than trying to get on television. Or, the kind of bigger agendas are kind of not really in their thinking. And that's also, again, because of finance and other factors as well.
So they need, more networking, reaching out to the older filmmakers.
I think that's true. I think that's probably true here as well. I think there is a separation that we need to really heal and we need to kind of bring together. And for younger talents to understand that they can't make it on their own.
Yeah, this is very true of West Africa too, because I was back in Burkina Faso for research back in August 2016, and there is that generational divide between older filmmaker and the younger generation. First, when it comes to the approach to cinema and what's the function of cinema and also distribution, and talking to them, I didn't sense any group trying to bridge the gap, and that's really sad because the main point will be how to reach the communities, the audience, because the movies are made for Africans in your case, the Caribbean, but also the British Black communities. If they don't get to see the movie, it defeats the whole purpose.
Yes, I don't want to kind of issue any blame in the sense that for the younger ones, they don't have the information often. They don't know about my work, so they don't know to reach out to me. In other words, and work is not necessarily available in the way that they could get it sometimes. So there is also that kind of they're not informed. But also you can say that you can also look and research and so on. But I just don't think that mindset is there anymore so much. But I think also the failure is really in our communities not supporting our work sufficiently to give the encouragement. And there is no financial incentive that comes out of our community to finance the work of our talents. So we have to go outside to try to get our ideas financed, and then that becomes another situation. So I think it's a collective failure. It's not, it's not kind of individual, and that goes into a much deeper mindset and a much more deeper psychological profiling to kind of get into that situation.
No, it wasn't my intention, to lay blame or anything. No, but it's how Nollywood, the type of filmmaking distribution, something that can inspire, in Britain. I know there are many people who are not really fan of Nollywood. Nollywood being the video-driven, the filmmaking from Nigeria that's really have popular success.
I was in Nigeria in 2007 in pursuit of, because I could see that at that time the industry is going to grow, and I wanted to be part of that. And I kind of went there with some investors from Nigeria to kind of begin to input into that situation. And I could see, and the Nigerian situation is the one success that we can point to